It's Monday, June 2nd. This is Linda Murphy, and I'm reading from Exodus chapter 40, verses 16 through 38. Moses did everything just as the Lord had commanded him. In the first month of the second year, on the first day of the month, the tabernacle was set up. Moses set up the tabernacle. He laid its bases and set up its frames and put in its poles and raised up its pillars, and he spread the tent over the tabernacle and put the covering of the tent over it as the Lord had commanded Moses. He took the covenant and put it into the ark and put the poles on the ark and set the cover above the ark. And he brought the ark into the tabernacle and set up the curtain for screening and screened the ark of the covenant as the Lord had commanded Moses. He put the table in the tent of meeting on the north side of the tabernacle outside the curtain and set the bread in order on it before the Lord as the Lord had commanded Moses. He put the lampstand in the tent of meeting opposite the table on the south side of the tabernacle and set up the lamps before the Lord as the Lord had commanded Moses. He put the golden altar in the tent of meeting before the curtain and offered fragrant incense on it as the Lord had commanded Moses. He also put in place the screen for the entrance of the tabernacle. He set the altar of the burnt offering at the entrance of the tabernacle of the tent of meeting and offered on it the burnt offering and the grain offering as the Lord had commanded Moses. He set the basin between the tent of meeting and the altar and put water in it for washing, with which Moses and Aaron and his sons washed their hands and their feet. When they went into the tent of meeting, when they approached the altar, they washed as the Lord had commanded Moses. He set up the court around the tabernacle and the altar and put up the screen at the gate of the court. So Moses finished the work. Our devotion is entitled Journeying On. Can you imagine a space being so full of God's glory that you couldn't even squeeze in? This was Moses' situation. Moses finished the work of the building of the tabernacle. But now God is so present and glorious that Moses cannot enter the tent. In this moment, God is taking up all the space. God is in fully fabulous mode in the fully fabulous tabernacle. Perhaps you have experienced times when you've been a part of something that you had to walk away from. Perhaps you had to hand it to the next generation. Maybe you simply had to entrust the future to God. This doesn't mean that you weren't a part of the history of that project or those people. This does nothing to take away from what you built. Rather, it points to the glory of God, which had prepared that place. Glory so fabulous we had to witness it from the outside. Glory so filled to the brim that we aren't able to take it all in. But God is present and goes with us too, sometimes hidden in the clouds. Holy God, be with us and guide us on each stage of our journey. Amen.